Hello and welcome to another episode of AA Computers and Technology. Today we're going to be taking a look at Dying Light running on this GeForce GTX 750 Ti by Zotac. So of course, before we get started, I want to show you my system specifications, and I also want to show that or verify that the graphics card is indeed installed and what driver version we're using. So let me go ahead and go into the device manager as well as the Nvidia, I believe they call it the Nvidia control panel, and check out our hardware. So display adapters, as you can see right there, we can see the Nvidia GeForce GTX 750 Ti, and if I open the Nvidia control panel, we will be able to see our driver version along with the video card. We are running driver version 340.62, and then you can see our video card right there. So real quick, let's go ahead and check out the Windows system rating. We have a 5.9. I believe the hard drive is holding the system back. I have a standard 7,200 RPM hard drive in this computer, not a solid state drive, which I plan to upgrade to in the near future, but I don't have it installed yet. So at this point, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. Let's go ahead and get started with the gameplay. I'm going to record a total of 4 clips. The first clip is going to be using Fraps, and that is going to be with the video card at its stock clock speeds. The second time, we are going to use an actual camera instead of Fraps because we get a much better frame rate when we are not using Fraps to record. The third time, I'm going to overclock the card, and then we are going to go back into the gameplay with Fraps, and then you guessed it, the fourth time we are going to use the camera with the video card still overclocked. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Now I just thought I should mention this real quick before someone dislikes the video or complains. I'm only going to show the FPS meter in the camera version because when Fraps is running, it's actually consuming system resources and causing the frame rate to be lower than it would be if Fraps was not running. Which it's not really running when we're using the camera version. So I feel the camera version is a more accurate representation of what the card is capable of, and the Fraps version isn't really an accurate representation of the card's abilities, so I'm not even going to show it because it just seems ridiculous to me. That's the difference between this video and the other videos. In this video, you actually get to see the game running without Fraps taking up system resources in the background. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our video settings. You can see them all right here. My screen is at the max resolution, everything's on high, and then everything else is on as well. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. So as you can see, very smooth gameplay. We're getting about 30 frames per second right now. And of course, as well as this, I'm also going to record the screen not using Fraps because Fraps takes away about 5 to 10 FPS at times. So if we don't use Fraps, we get about 35 to 40 frames per second instead of the 30 we're getting now. So let's go ahead and overclock this card. As you can see, I have the Firestorm utility open. Let's go ahead and go into advanced settings. In the advanced settings, you can see all of these stock clock speeds. I already found the sweet spot for this card as far as overclocking goes. So let me go ahead and set all these settings to what I want them to be. We're going to put this card 240 megahertz over its limit. Yes, 240 megahertz, you heard me right. With that, we need to up the voltage. So let's give it an extra 12 millivolts. Minimum clock. We'll just set that up by 100. Ooh, almost there. Frame target, we'll leave that alone. Temp target, that's fine. And then for our fan speed, we want to set to manual, bump that up to 80%. And we are good as gold. Let's go ahead and run the game.